Okay, so no beards it seems.
No, not today, mate.
Okay, it's a bit awkward. Has this been going on for a while now?
Yeah, probably the last month I haven't had one for.
Okay, it's maybe you think maybe a memo or something.
They were sent out. You didn't receive it?
Yeah, we didn't get the memos.
I posted that. It was online.
Guys, it's Casper and Dennis here from Submission Radio, and we're sitting here with Aussie BJJ black belt and legend and national hero, none other than Kit Dale. Now, Kit, we've just learned that, of course, no beard, but even more special than that is you are leaving the country, you're leaving Australia. We kind of missed the party, something about Evites getting lost, so we decided we'll bring the party to the interview. So we brought a few things. We've got a little bag of goodies. We've got party hats. We've got some party poppers. We've got some streamers. And we're just going to put some of these on and we're going to continue. All right, Kit, that feels a lot better. Now that we're in party mode, let's begin. A lot of sad news in the world recently. Ebola, Tony Abbott, Skynet. But the main one, obviously, you're leaving for America. The main question that begs to be asked is why? Why are you leaving?
Well, there's a few reasons. And it'll take me back to about a year ago when originally my plan was to leave. When I was just turning brown belt, I wanted to train here a little bit longer and I was going to make a move to America. But unfortunately, the instructor that was there at the time, Yuri Simos, was actually leaving. So we kind of left the gym high and dry. So they offered me a job to take over and to continue. So at the time, I was like, it was a good opportunity for me because I wasn't making any money. So I continued to take over that joint. And then somewhere along the line, like I just kept teaching and staying here. And then another job opportunity popped up that was in a better location and I kept training here. When originally, like I really should have left a lot earlier and kept training hard and kept pushing myself to another level. So a few circumstances kept me here. And now things have opened up a little bit. There was an opportunity to sell the gym to some good friends of mine that I trust, very well. I think they're in the best hands in teaching jiu-jitsu in Australia to take over that, which allows me to free up and to continue competing because it's been difficult for me to compete in the last 9 months because when you're teaching jiu-jitsu in Australia and the people that do jiu-jitsu in Australia aren't near as serious as what they are in the States. Or near as high level, it's a lot harder. So it's really taken its toll on my competition, and and everything. So I thought this is a really good opportunity for me to go over there, push myself, and give myself every opportunity to continue to my true potential.
Now, Kit, you mentioned training with some badasses overseas. Who are some of the people that you're looking forward to training with? And also, you have a match coming up soon. How's preparation going for that? And was getting rid of the beard a strategic move?
No, not really. But getting rid of the beard, that was pretty much to raise some money for a good charity, the Beyond Blue Foundation, and to try and lose some of the crazy girls that were following me online because there's some crazy beard lovers out there. And it was getting hectic.
Pass them over to us.
I've already given them your numbers.
Excellent.
They'll see this video, I'm sure. But yeah, no, that was the reason I got rid of that. But I do have a good, tough match with a good friend of mine, Victor Silverio from Brazil. So that's going to be exciting. I haven't started preparing for it yet, as it's pretty far away. And I'm waiting until I get to the States on November 14th before I start training. There's so many people I want to train with in the States, and a lot of it depends on where I'm located. So there's no secret that one of the other reasons I want to go to the States is to continue and try and build an acting career. So I really want to look forward to try and find some classes in acting and stuff. So a lot will depend on where I can find classes and where I can locate myself. But there's so many cool people I want to train with there, and I will spend a lot of time traveling around until I find my feet.
So I guess that kind of answers the next question. You don't have a specific place where you're going to cement yourself and train in. And also wanted to double up on that question. Who are some of those people that you really want to train with?
I would definitely train with Lucas Leite in La Habra. I really want to go check out Romulo Barral in LA, Cabrinhas as well. It'd be cool. If I find myself over in New York, definitely Marcelo's. Obviously, Caio Terra's in San Jose, in Vegas. I'd go to Drysdale. that's just off the top of my head. There's so many other people, obviously that I haven't thought of right now, but there's a massive abundance of really high-level guys over there to train with. So, there's going to be a lot of people I will train. Eddie Bravo's obviously as well. But yeah, I'm not sure yet. It really depends on, like I said, where I'm located. And I like that. Like, I like traveling around. Jiu-jitsu's like been like a big hobby of mine, more than a career. And so I don't take it as seriously as a lot of the other people in terms of teams and stuff. Like, I like to travel to meet people, train, to experience that kind of stuff. I think that's more important for for me, rather than just cementing myself with one group of people.
Now, Kit, let's talk about your acting career a little bit. You've created some great videos with your brother. You guys have some hilarious stuff out there. And you mentioned that you don't take your jiu-jitsu as seriously. Obviously, it's something that you enjoy. It's a big part of your life. But this acting thing really seems like something that you're really interested in. How long have you been interested in acting? What is it about acting that you enjoy? And what is your favorite movie? Now, when you say your favorite movie, we're going to judge you on it. So say it wisely.
All right. Well, ever since me and my brother, I got two brothers, Adam and Scott, and since we were little kids, we always had cameras. Like, I think Mum bought us a camera when we were about 5 years old. I think I would have been, and Scott would have been a little baby. And so we grew up, filming different stuff. We were big fans of the WWF back then, so we'd always have wrestling rinks in the back and try and wrestle each other on camera. Always interested in like martial arts as well. I was a big Bruce Lee fan, so me and my cousins, my brothers, would always like film stuff in the backyard. So we grew up liking being on the camera. I think the thing that interests me the most in acting, like the challenge of it, is like becoming different characters, like being able to change and almost becoming someone else for the camera. I think that's really interesting, and I also enjoy writing comedy and stuff. I like entertaining people, so I find that aspect, like the writing and the acting, the most enjoyable for me. Where my brother Scott, he's more into the filmmaking and the cinematography, the editing and stuff like that, more than the acting. But he's naturally good at it anyway. So that was sort of how we got into it. Favorite movie? Man, I've got so many different genres of movies that I like. But one of the best movies I've actually seen lately, off the top of my head, would be Guardians of the Galaxy, which I didn't think was going to be a really good movie.
Yep.
But that had like everything. It had a good storyline, action, comedy. You really connect with a lot of the characters, and I thought that was one of the best movies I've seen in a long time. Classic movies? Oh, man, there is so many. I love older Arnold Schwarzenegger movies like Predator, Terminator 2. It's really hard. Jurassic Park's and Cracker, Jaws, all the big hits back then.
Bridget Jones' Diary.
I've got that gold class edition.
Really? I only have the special edition.
I took that seriously, that movie, mate.
Yeah. Some good acting here from Kit right now.
Now, Kit, you're obviously at Metamoris 4. You competed against Gary Tonin. Metamoris 5 is coming up, obviously headlined by Renzo Gracie and the great Sakuraba. You've also got JT Torres against Rory McDonald. How excited are you for this one?
Man, it's going to be cool. Like, when I first got into jiu-jitsu and MMA more than jiu-jitsu, I was watching a lot of Sakuraba. I saw his fights with Hoist, with Renzo, Hoyler. And man, he's one of the most exciting dudes to watch fight. The way he used to set up his Metamorris from people grabbing his back was insane. He's awesome, and he's a cool character too. He used to walk out with masks and shit. I really enjoyed that, so I'm really looking forward to seeing him compete. I'm not sure what kind of shape he's going to be in. Obviously, he competed a lot longer than what he probably should have health-wise, so it'd be interesting to see what kind of shape he comes in, but I'm really excited nevertheless.
Now, Kit, you're going to America, correct?
Yes.
Metamorris is in America, correct?
Yes.
Okay, let me put the dots together. Could you have any involvement in the upcoming Metamorris? What's going on?
Well, I can't say at the moment, so I'm going to say no comment. But yes, I will have some involvement, and it could be as little as selling tickets out the front, or as big as... I really don't know how big.
But I just want to rule out a couple of things because fans have been emailing in and asking about it. You won't be streaking through the main event between Renzo and and Sakuraba there?
No. I originally planned that, but then I found out they weren't using wide-angle lenses, so there would be no point. I wouldn't get it all in, if you know what I mean.
And you're not running in with a chair at the end of a match if it doesn't go the way that you want it to?
That's an option. That is an option.
I'm thinking of WrestleMania 17 finish if Renzo does win.
Oh, I did ask for the seat next to the tin bin, the foil bin. So if there's something happens I'm not happy with, don't be surprised if you see me drop it on someone's head.
And if you are selling tickets out the front and a fan sees you, what do they have to do to get a discount?
Well, actually, I am actually holding discounts. I've got a kissing booth out the front actually. That I'm
Unofficial.
For real, so a kissing booth. It's going to be $15 for adults, and yeah, you can get a discount that way if you want, if you're an attractive lady.
Perfect, I'll be in line.
Now, kid, I just want to read something. Going back to yourself as a competitor, something that you can see on your website, one of your quotes, I would much rather lose to somebody in a really good fight than to win in a really shit, boring manner. You know, in your sport of grappling, do you feel that some competitors are going for the boring win as opposed to putting on exciting fights?
I would feel most competitors are going for the boring win. And it's not their fault. A lot of them just want to win. I think a lot of them are under some illusion that the medals at these competitions mean more than what they really do. A lot of people strive, you know, they spend most of their life trying to win a medal in jiu-jitsu, like a big medal, to think that it is going to represent something a lot bigger than what it really is. And I think the most important thing is the journey. It's not what you win. And I do it because I do jiu-jitsu because I enjoy sharing the art. And I would like to put on good fights. I don't care about, like, of course everyone wants to win, but I would rather win putting on good fights or be the guy that loses in good fights than the guy that wins in boring manners. The thing in jiu-jitsu, it's a 10-minute match against another human being that you probably never grappled before. The guy that wins it is not generally the guy that's got better jiu-jitsu, but the guy that can force his will better in that 10-minute period. Okay, so for me, the winner isn't, like, the best guy isn't always the winner. The best guy could easily be the loser. But the most exciting guy is the best guy to me because it's the guy I like watching and the guy that expresses the jiu-jitsu the best and displays good jiu-jitsu for the fans. And I think for the sport to grow further, it needs to become more of a spectator sport, not a sport where you're sitting there strategically, you know, pulling double guard and holding each other's legs, coming up for advantages at the end or slowing people down with lapels and stuff like that. I find that extremely boring. It's part of the rules, so you've got to learn how to do it. And I've got no problem with that. And if I fight someone that does it, I expect that. But it's not, you know, something that I hold to myself. I would much prefer to, like I said, lose in an exciting manner and be the guy that people are excited to watch rather than win it all in a boring manner.
Well said, Kit. Well said. Now, as you know, Submission Radio, you know, we should be associated with the ABC because we're one of the most serious programs in, you know, in sports in general. And, you know, people see us as sort of a traditionalist program with traditionalist segments. And one of the traditionalist segments that we have that people love the most, it's been rated in the top 10 traditional segments of all time, is the Submission Radio Tap Out Round. Kit, last time we did the Tap Out Round, there were some mixed results. I'm not going to lie. We've had some better people. We've had some worse people too. But right now, it's your chance to take it again. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready, mate. Let's do it.
All right, here we go. Now, who has the best Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and MMA right now?
Is Damien Meyer still fighting?
He is.
Damien Meyer.
All right, Kit, now how important is size in grappling?
Very important. Do you want me to elaborate on that?
Yes, please.
Yeah, man. Size is important in any physical sport, I think. If you're bigger and stronger, then you're going to have a big advantage as long as you know, dictate the fight in that manner. If you're smaller and faster and you can keep a tight, quick game, then you're going to dominate in that fashion. So it is really important as long as you control it.
Are you any closer to having a rematch with Gary Tonin? We'd love to see that rematch.
I think it's definitely going to happen. I don't think at the moment. I think we've both got kind of different paths at the moment. Obviously, I haven't been training and competing that well for a while now, so there'll be no reason for him to get anything out of fighting me at the moment. So I think for me, the best thing to do at the moment is train really hard, come out there, beat some really big names, and then, you know, earn that rematch back. And for him, you know, he's doing the same thing. He's doing really well, so he continues on. No doubt he's going to be one of the top guys, but it'll definitely happen, just not right at the moment.
Now, Kit, with your big move to America, how many times have you watched the movie Coming to America with Eddie Murphy?
Yeah, enough.
Who's a young guy in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu that in your head, who's a young guy in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu in your head, you think about him and you get excited about his grappling?
About his grappling. And
It's a two answer question.
that changes everything. A young guy that I get excited about his grappling. I guess Edwin Nunchme from Romulo Barral is really exciting. He throws up a lot of flying triangles and stuff, and I saw him dominate this year at the purple belts. And now he's a brown belt, so he's one guy that is a good friend of mine as well that I'm excited to see go on a brown belt and then black belt.
Now, for those who don't know, Kit, you're no longer the war child. You're officially the sheriff Kit Dale. Now, one thing comes to mind. If you're going to go to America, who's going to be policing the mean streets of Melbourne, Australia?
I've got my my deputy Lachlan Giles here. That's going to be he's going to be taking over as the sheriff, and he doesn't play games, man. And he's a driller too, so you don't want to be caught. You don't want to be locked up by him, because if he starts drilling on you, you know where you're going to be sore.
Well, we want you to be safe, Kit. So, and obviously you are a sheriff. So, America, they like their guns there. So we got you a very own gun.
Yes.
It's a Desert Eagle.
Yes.
It's what the kids are using these days. Don't worry, the safety is on. And just like that, the safety is off. So there you go.
Thank you, man. I really appreciate this.
Whoa. Don't point that thing at me, man. Okay.
been one
The
of these for a long
videographer,
time.
Earl, he's had a good run. Maybe just... Well, yeah, okay, it's a very nice one. Now, Kit, we've been doing some math over at the Submission Radio Labs, and if America is getting you, does that mean that we get Steven Seagal?
America's sheriff.
There is talks in that happening. I'm not sure how far along the line it is. Obviously, he's got a few contracts, some big movie deals. I think he's got...
Shooting someone's birthday on a camcorder?
He does. And, he trains a lot of the top UFC guys, obviously.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm not sure how long it's going to take to get him. I think it'd be a better chance to get Van Damme, but who knows?
Whoa.
Oh,
Now, Kit, will the beard ever make a comeback?
I would like to say yes, but not for a while now. Beards, as amazing as they look and as attractive they are to women, they are a massive burden with training and competing and just getting up every day. Like, it took me longer to do my beard than what it did to get dressed to have breakfast. And yeah, competing with it it's a real pain in the butt. So I think it'll come back, but not for a while. Might see a different style too, maybe a big gunslinger mustache.
That would work well.
Now, Kurt, like you mentioned, you're moving to America, so obviously in a few months we'll be seeing you in half a dozen movies. In order to make the transition a smooth one, the Submission Radio Marketing Department decided to update your name to more Hollywood, all right? Think about it. Kid Dale, more Hollywood, a more Hollywood-friendly name. So we want you to choose one of the favorite original names that the Submission Radio Marketing Department has come up for you, all right? So here we go. We've got K-Money. Think about it. You go... My name's Kid Dale, bitch, and it's like K-Money. You've got Easy D, right? Now...
It's a name and it's advertising
you're an
as well.
easygoing guy, and your surname is Dale. Easy D. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Kit, we hear you're great in the kitchen, and you're also pretty good at cooking too. So, Kit Ramsey,
Ramsey. That
Can you? Well, you're doing
Kit Ramsey. It was not a character in Bowfinger played by Eddie Murphy.
and think about it like this: you're cooking up a delicious meal and throwing up some triangles at the same time. I see ratings already. Can you imagine that? And finally, the last name that our marketing department came up, and they've been up all night. We don't let them sleep. Denzel Washington. Which one?
It just has a good ring to it. We feel that if you had the name Denzel Washington, something about that name, you'd be successful.
Yeah, it's actually something I've never heard of. That's a really unusual name, so I do like that. But I'm going to go with Easy D, I reckon. I think that suits me in more than one way, if you know what I'm saying.
Now, Kit, there's a lot of things here in Australia that people love, but we want to know what things are you going to miss the most once you go to America, and you got to pick from the following three. There's, of course, just three. There's, of course, shrimp on the barbie, Tony Abbott's daughters, or koalas with chlamydia.
Well, as an Australian, I don't think I've ever put shrimp on the barbie myself. I'm going to go with Tony Abbott's daughters, for sure. They've been a big part of my life.
all of our lives.
All of our lives. It's important. And I'm probably going to try and take one with me if I can.
She'd probably want to get away from him.
Yeah, I would too. I don't know if he's going to like me any better, but yeah, I'm going to go with that. Koalas would come in a tight second, I think.
Now, Kit, you are leaving Australia, so we thought we'd give you an opportunity to say goodbye to a lot of your Australian fans and give them any last messages that you have for the good old Aussies that love Kid Dale.
I'm not sure how many there are left out there, but no, of course, I'd be thankful for the support as I've gone through, and I've had a lot of support, a lot of help from a lot of different people. So no, I really appreciate that. Hopefully I can keep pushing over there and take really put Australia on the map even more, as well as the young guys coming up across as well. I know there's I'm really hoping that I can cement my place over there so that a lot more Aussies can move over and chase the same dream. I think at the moment, I think it's very much the best option if you want to compete internationally to move over there until things build up here. So I would like to be able to find somewhere to station myself to be able to help other people move over quicker than it took me. I mean, I'm 28 now, and the clock's ticking. A lot of these kids are like Ben, one of my students, is like 21, and he's a brown belt. So
Wow.
He's got a lot better opportunity than what I do. So it'd be cool to get some of those guys, give those guys opportunity to come across, funding to come across. So that's something I'd hope to work at.
All right, well, Kit, this is a going away party. No party is complete without another special edition. Mr. Earl, can you please bring out the special edition? As you can see there, this is the top-of-the-line cake from a fine patisserie here in Melbourne, Australia. The number one candle cast, what does that mean?
That's because you're number one, Kit.
You're number one to us.
You're number one in our hearts. You're number one in Australia's hearts. Kit, thank you so much for stopping by today, or letting us stop by and have a chat with you. And Kit, good luck in America.
No, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. It's awesome to be on here. You boys are awesome, and I love every minute. Thank you very much for this is a mud cake, I believe. You guys.
So, guys, as we say farewell to Kit and him leaving Australia, let's blow out the candle for one last time and say goodbye to one of the best grapplers that Australia's ever seen, and we wish him all the best as he goes overseas to kick some ass.
Thank you. What did you blow?
I didn't know I was supposed to.